Hey everyone, it's Rose and welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to be continuing a series I'm in the middle of, and I'm going to bring you along with me for a spoiler-free reading vlog. I really like the idea of continuing a series, not necessarily finishing them. I have made quite a few videos where I finish series I'm in the middle of, but right now I'm in the middle of so many series I want to carry on with and I want to vlog with you guys, but there's like 5 books left in the series, and if I picked that one and finished it, the whole vlog would have to be taken up by those 5 books. So instead of finishing a bunch of series, we're gonna make progress on a bunch of different ones today. Like I said, spoiler free, but I want you guys to come along with me so it feels like we're making progress together. So the first book I'm gonna read is going to complete a series. So we will have one series completed, and that book is The Heart Principle by Helen Hoang. I'm pretty sure all 3 books in the Kiss Quotient series have autism representation in some way. I know the main girl had it in the first book, The Kiss Quotient, and I think the guy had it in The Bride Test, the second book. I read those 2 books before my autism diagnosis, and I'm reading the 3rd book post-diagnosis. I've been diagnosed autistic for almost a year now, so I am really excited to read this book and also get the representation, of course. I am super excited. I have the audiobook from Hoopla and it is just over 9 hours and I am gonna listen to it. I don't have the physical copies of these books, so I've been waiting to start this video until my hold was ready. So this is the first book I'm gonna read. I am super excited to listen. I really like the narrators and I'll keep you updated. I am 30% into The Heart Principle and I already know this book is going to have such an impact on me. I'm going to tear up thinking about it, and I literally haven't listened to it since yesterday. The main girl is in therapy and she's talking about masking and being a people pleaser and not doing things she wants. She's doing things based on other people's reactions and all of this stuff. And then her therapist hands her a book about unmasking autism. And she's like, I can't be autistic, like, no, how could I have gone my whole life undiagnosed? And I think this book is going to be about like self-discovery and her coming to terms with the fact that she's not diagnosed yet in the book, but I'm pretty sure this book is her coming to terms with the fact she is autistic and learning that as an adult. I've been diagnosed autistic for almost a year now, and I think this book is going to make me very emotional. I really enjoyed the other 2 books in this series. I was not diagnosed when I read them, and I think now I am. The representation means even more to me. Oh my god, I have cried way too many times on the internet, so I need to just stop, but this book is already so important to me and I'm only 30% of the way in. I'm loving it, but I'm almost hesitant to pick it up right now because I'm like, do I need to cry? Good morning. So last night I finished Kiss Quotient by Helen Hoang. I ended up rating it 3.5 stars. It was really good. I did not expect it to have so many trigger warnings. Please check them up. It is my fault for not checking them. I did not expect it to be so deep and dark and emotional, and I think that's why my rating was affected. I'm joined by the dog. That is a series finished. We're making progress. The next book I want to read in this video is another like last book in a series, so we'll be getting another series complete, and that is none other than Hopeless by Elsie Silver. I'm finally doing it. I adore the Chestnut Springs series so much. I've been waiting for this book for so long. However, when it came out, I saw quite a lot of people disappointed, and then that made me nervous to like end this series I love so much in case I felt disappointed. But I think it's been long enough that I can just appreciate the story without having such high expectations because it's been so long since the book's come out. So I'm gonna read this book. I'm so excited. It's on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm gonna get it up on my Kindle. I am about 30% into Hopeless. I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't think it's going to top Reckless because I don't think anything can top Reckless. That book was perfection, but I'm really liking it. It deals with some deeper topics and I'm just really enjoying it so far. I like both the main characters and I have nothing else to say really. I am enjoying it. It's been a couple days since I last spoke to you because I was in a bit of a slump, but then I picked this book up today and I'm flying through it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it stays that way. So I think I'm about 2/3 into Hopeless now. I am reading it on my Kindle. I feel like there's something missing. I feel like, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm not loving it as much as I loved the others. I mean, I rated Powerless 3 stars, and this is kind of feeling the same as Powerless. Definitely not liking it as much as Flawless, Heartless, or Reckless. So I don't think it's going to have the highest rating. I still have just over 30% to go though, so who knows what will happen. I have picked out what series I'm going to carry on with after this one, so I guess I'll get back to you to tell you my rating of Hopeless, and then we'll go on to another series. I wanted to make this video about continuing a series I am in the middle of, and so far it's been 2 books that are the last in series, so I am finishing series still, but the next set of books I want to read in this video is a 6-book series, and I've only read the first one, so we will be continuing that one. Okay, it has been a couple hours since I last spoke to you, and I just finished Hopeless by Elsie Silver, which means another series is complete. I ended up rating this book 3 stars. I love the Chestnut Springs world. I really like the characters. But I don't know, this book just didn't hit the same for me. I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the other books in the series. 3 stars is not a bad rating, but it's just not up there with the rest of the books. Next up, I'm actually going to be reading 2 books. The book I was talking about earlier, where I wanted to continue a longer series, is called Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy by Ali Carter. This is the 2nd book in this spy series. I think it's called the Gallagher Girls. Yeah, Gallagher Girls series. It is very YA. All the books are, I think, under 300 pages. This one's about 260, and it's just really fun and really nostalgic. Even though I didn't read these books when I was younger, it gives me the feeling of a lot of other books I read when I was younger. If anyone else read Ali's World, please let me know. I have no one to talk about those books with. But yeah, I'm going to be physically reading this one, and then I'm finally going to do it. I am finally going to read Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I have been putting it off because it's the only Lauren Asher book I haven't read yet. I've read the rest of her books and absolutely loved them. Why is this over 600 pages? I'm scared. I'm honestly very nervous, but I think the audiobook has duet narration, which, if you don't know what that means, in a normal romance audiobook, you'll have the chapters in the woman's point of view, read by the woman, and then when the guy's talking in that point of view, she will just do like a low voice, and then for the male chapters, if the woman's talking in it, he'll do a high-pitched voice. Whereas with duet narration, they each say their own lines, even if it's in a different chapter. I think the combination of that, and also the fact that this is really long, I think the audiobook is going to be the ideal way to go for me for this book. But I also obviously want a physical book on the go, so we're knocking out 2 series in one. And I'm going to kind of pick this up for the physical side, and this is going to be for when I'm more busy and I need something in my ears, and I guess I'll keep you updated. I never know what to say at the end of these updates, because obviously next time you see me it will be a while for me, but a few seconds for you. I am now about 160 pages into Love Unwritten. I am really enjoying it so far. I love Lauren Asher's writing. This is the, like I said, only book left to read from her that I haven't read and reviewed. I've never rated anything less than 4 stars from her, and this book's just so good already. I'm loving it so much, and as it is so long, I still have so much more to read, which I'm happy about. I was a bit intimidated, but now I'm reading it, I'm loving it, and I want a lot more, so this is working out well. Quite a lot of reading since we last spoke. Let me set you up somewhere so we can do a little update. It's very hard to find good lighting in this place. Okay, that lighting's definitely not good, but it's the best we're gonna get. So I'm now halfway through Love Unwritten. I'm really liking this. I am starting to see a little bits where it is dragging a little bit. I'm 300 pages in. I love the single dad and nanny trope because it just shows such an amazing bond with like the kid and the nanny, or the kid and the dad that's been hurt before, learning to love and trust. That's not happened so far. This guy does not trust easy. That's probably why this book is so long. I am loving it, like all Lauren Asher books, but I am seeing the criticisms that people have about the length. I am understanding it so far. I love me long romance books. I do not agree with the whole like what romance book should be 500 pages long. I love 500-page long romance books, but I think they need a bit more plot than what this is giving so far, but I am still really enjoying it. I read the whole of Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. I rated this 3.5 stars. This is the second book in the Gallagher Girls series, and it's a really fun on the younger end of YA. I think I would have loved this even more if I was in my like early teens reading it. It is about a spy school. It's got very strong female leads, like all of the leads are all female. It's a woman's only spy school, and it is just the themes of friendship in this are so lovely, and it was really, really good. Rated at 3.5 stars because I would have liked it more if I was younger. It was like 260 pages, definitely a read in one sitting. I read almost all of it in one sitting, and I'm liking the series so far. So that's another series. This time we've just made progress on it. We haven't like completed it, which is what I wanted this video to be. So that is actually good. So I guess I'm going to spend the rest of my day trying to make some more progress in Love Unwritten, and then we'll see what I end up rating it. I'm aware this is a look and a half. I forgot that I wanted to update you guys. I finished Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I'm gonna rate it 4 stars. I love her writing, I love the characters. It did not need to be that long. It did get quite repetitive and dragged a bit at times, but I also really, really enjoyed it. So that means in this video we have finished 3 series and continued with 1. I made a lot of progress on my TBR and a lot of progress finishing series I'm in the middle of. Definitely going to be making more videos like these. I have a playlist which I will put somewhere on the screen here anyway, but that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more, please be sure to like and subscribe as I post new videos every single week. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in another video. Bye!